James Lamprey is the creator of the online cooking forum FunFoods, where he shares recipes focused on fun and creative ideas that the average person can recreate in his or her own home. A lover of travel and culture, James wanted to share his experiences with the world. His online presence began in 2010. Now, fast forward to over a decade later, and FunFoods has hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of viewers from around the globe who enjoy James's culinary creations. James and I actually met through TikTok and are finally getting to speak face-to-face today. So here to teach me one of his recipes is James Lamprey. Okay, James, I'm a little nervous here because I am not a chef. You tell me children could do this, so now I'm extra nervous. So let's talk about some ingredients we have here, James. Heavy whipping cream, sweetened condensed milk, cotton candy flavor.
Most important part.
Pink food coloring, royal blue coloring, and I have lots of bowls and mixers, and of course, you always need sprinkles for your ice cream. All right, take me through this, James. Let's go slow. Remember, I'm not good at this.
I have my faith in you. I'm sure you're gonna do just fine. Pretty easy to do. All you gotta do is start off with your large bowl. You're gonna pour in 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So what you have right there, it looks like that's a pint. Mine is a little larger, so I have to measure mine out. So I'm going to follow along and do it right with you.
All right. So far, that was easy, James. So far, we're okay. You had me pour something in a bowl. I was able to do it.
What we're going to do is we're going to whisk it.
I have my...
Yes.
I hope I don't spill it all over myself. That's why I have an apron here.
Yeah, start off slow, and you want to build up, and you want to do this until you form stiff peaks.
Okay.
It's going to reach stiff peaks probably about 2 minutes, roughly.
Okay. James, this is the most work I've done in the kitchen in 20 years already. It's bubbling up, for sure. James is so cool and calm doing this. Like he's done this a million times.
Exactly.
How many times have you made this, James?
Oh, at least 30 times I've made ice cream. How's your cream coming along? Does it look like that?
I'm starting to get that.
When you lift this up, did it form a straight up peak where it doesn't fall over?
No, not yet. We got more to go.
Here's another way. I don't know if you want to do it, but if you hold it over your head and nothing comes out, it's good.
Try one more second. All right, I think it's ready. Just like that. So that looks good, James.
So from here, we're going to add in our sweetened condensed milk. Should be 14 ounces or 1 whole can.
I have my condensed milk here.
Pour the whole thing in.
Okay. So far, very easy, James.
Oh yeah, this is the easiest part.
And now that's in. I have to mix this, I assume?
At this point, you can either do one of 2 things. You could mix that right now, or we can add a little bit of our cotton candy flavoring.
Let's add the cotton candy flavor.
And, you know, a little bit goes a long way on this, believe it or not.
And you said this is the key ingredient, right?
Yes.
Okay, because without cotton candy flavor, it will not taste like cotton candy.
No, it'll just taste like sweetened condensed milk and cream. So you want to pour roughly about 5 or 6 little drops. If you put too much, no big deal. It's just added flavor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so where do we go from here now?
Okay, so right here, we want to pull out our hand mixer. We want to fold this over. And it's important we don't over mix it. So you're just folding, you're just grabbing your mixer and just folding it.
So you're folding kind of like the cream into the heavy milk.
Exactly. So that's what you're doing. The sweetened condensed milk is getting folded into the heavy whipping cream. And remember, we whipped up that cream. We want it to be nice and fluffy. You don't want to over mix it, because if you over mix it, then it takes away the fluffiness of that heavy cream. But you do want to mix it until it's like one consistent color, because you could probably see that sweetened condensed milk is a slightly different color than the heavy cream that we mixed up.
And I have to tell you, James, I think I'm doing a good job here. I didn't think I was going to, but you're a very good teacher.
Yeah, I knew you'd have no problem with it.
So I didn't have confidence in my abilities here, but I have to tell you, it's coming out so far really, really good.
It should be like basically one consistent color. Make sure you scrape down the sides. Don't forget that.
James, what do you think?
From what I could tell, they look okay.
So now, am I putting half in the other bowl? Is that what I'm doing?
When you think of cotton candy, you think of pink and blue.
Right.
And I just want to divide it into 2 separate bowls. So you take half of it, put in one bowl, keep the other half in the current bowl you're in.
Okay, get that. Let me try not to make a mess here. Okay, very good. And now, this is the magic. I have blue food coloring right now.
Okay, so take that, put it into one of the bowls. Doesn't matter which one. So probably 4 or 5 drops.
I did 7.
That's fine.
All right. And I have my pink, so I guess I should equal 7 too for this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Mix it up.
All right.
So it's nice, consistent color.
And now we're gonna mix our pink. And I'm very smart here, James, because I have 2 different mixers, so we don't use the same spoon for each and mix the colors up.
Exactly.
So now I have my blue, James.
Yep.
And I have my pink.
Yep.
All right, so what are we doing now, James?
Put it into a freezer-safe dish. I have a Tupperware dish here.
I have one too.
There you go, perfect. What you're going to do is you're not going to pour everything in at once because we want to kind of separate everything. So you can start off with one color. Just put a couple blots on one corner. And grab your other color. Put blots next to it. It's okay if it overlaps. It's all good. Okay. And just keep doing this until it fills up.
All right, let's see what I do here. And then you plop the pink next to it. You don't put it on top, right?
Yeah, you can put it next to it. It's really up to you. This is
my creation. All right. So I'm putting a little blue, a little pink, and I'm kind of making my own pattern here.
And just alternate as you go, and there's no rhyme and reason to it. Just make it look like a kid's painting.
and I want you to know, James, this is really making me hungry. All right. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this ice cream now.
Definitely something different.
And now that I filled it up, and I make a second layer with different colors?
Yep. And so the parts that you had blue, put pink on top of that, and vice versa.
Okay. Listen, I'm not Pablo Picasso like you, but...
That's the best part about this is sometimes it's the little things that get people started in the kitchen, and then they're like, you know what, I can do this and I can do that, and why not try this and try that, and get you started, and before you know it, you'll start enjoying doing things.
So now I've made my Tupperware.
So right before you do that, you have 2 choices. So as you see mine right now, this is the way mine looks. So if you're okay with that, that's fine. Sometimes people like to make a little swirl pattern with their little... Okay,
so let me do that.
You can, it's up to you. Don't over swirl it because then it'll just mix all the colors together too much and it'll become purple. But just a little swirl.
I think I got it.
Good. Okay, so now we're going to take some plastic wrap and we're just going to wrap over our ice cream. Okay. So once it's in there, you just want to push it down all the way to the ice cream. The reason we're doing this is going to help prevent it from getting freezer burn.
I see.
You've ever opened ice cream and you have those little crystals in there? That's because it has air gaps.
There you go. I cover it with my other, right?
Cover it with your lid. And then put it in the freezer for at least 4 hours. 6 hours is better.
Okay. So we're 4 hours later, James. We can get it out of the freezer now, right? All right. And let's see what I made here. Here's my... Ooh. Looks good. How many scoops do you usually do? 2, right?
2 to 3.
All right, I don't have perfect circles, but we'll try our best. Okay. And of course we have our sprinkles, James.
That's right. Got to add sprinkles.
How could you eat ice cream without sprinkles? Especially cotton candy ice cream. Okay. All right, so I am excited now, and we'll see if this tastes good. Wow. Wow.
Taste the cotton candy?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Wow. Mm. You should make an ice cream store. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Their lines would be around the corner, James. This is amazing. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your amazing story. Congratulations to you on all of your amazing success and continued success. This is unbelievable, amazing. I really appreciate your time. Fabulous. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Brad. Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed the conversation we had, and I'm glad you liked the cotton candy ice cream.